Unlock your dream property with Meeks Realty Group, where Rich the Realtor makes real estate dreams a reality. Whether it's residential or commercial, we've got Charleston to Huntington covered. Your key to exceptional real estate experiences start here. Meeks Realty Group. Contact us at meeks.us.
The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of 580 WCHS, its employees, or WVRC Media. From the studios of WVRC Media, the country, the United States of America, the state, West Virginia, the city, Charleston. This is the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live. And your host.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He's kind of a big deal.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dave Allen.
Hey, folks, a good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the show. The A-Train, Anthony Harmon, serving as our producer today. Piggly Wiggly Hotline, 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text, 304-935-5008. The Dave Allen Show is brought to you by Thornhill Auto Group. Your next ride and your next service can be found on US 119 from Chapmanville and Logan to Belfry, Kentucky. Start your drive online, thornhillautomotive.com. Phone calls to the show with service of Bigley, Piggly Wiggly, Spring Street, and texting services provided by West Virginia's finest men's store, Tony the Taylor, Virginia Street, Charleston. Visit bestmastertailor.com. Loaded up show this morning. Coming up a little bit later on. Big happening tomorrow over at the ballpark as we are gearing up for another Dirty Birds season of fun. Joe Garrett from the Dirty Birds is going to join us. Plus, coming up, there is a wedding expo held at the Ruffner. Going to be held tomorrow at the Ruffner. I don't know a heck of a lot about weddings. I don't know that I'm going to learn a lot, but we are going to talk to some folks about that. And plus, standing by momentarily, we're going to be talking to Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. As always, picture posted of our pet crescent roll this week on Dave Allen Radio and also at Dave A70 on Twitter. Plus, you may have seen, I kind of teased a little bit last night, there's going to be a big announcement coming up. Well, the announcement is going to be made concerning programming here on Metro News. It will be made during Talkline at approximately 10:20 this morning. So have a little fun on a Friday. Biggly Piggly Wiggly Hotline, 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text, 304-935-5008. As we are efforting to get Angie from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association, let me welcome in the lovely, the talented, you know her, you love her. It's Amanda Barron from WOWKTV 13. How are you?
Happy Friday. Good morning.
Happy Friday.
What a week. It was spring. It was summer. It was winter. Yesterday morning, it was snowing in my front yard and not snowing in my backyard. Then I realized it just wasn't sticking.
I saw a meme the other day, and I don't think I've posted it yet, that said something to the effect of winter's kind of like this, I'm done with you, but then runs out of the room and comes back and says, but another thing.
That's me.
Yeah. But next week, your buddy Brian Hughes and Spencer, they tell me, and Chris, they tell me it's going to be like 78 near 80, like Wednesday or
I think it was Wednesday.
Week.
Yeah, it said 76 last night. So it's a crazy forecast. I think the snow and cold is good for the ski resorts. I have some friends that are up doing some adaptive skiing with veterans this weekend. And they said the wind is blowing sideways up there. Well, so it's awesome. I'm glad, and I hope all those veterans have a fantastic time. They do really cool adaptive skiing and outdoor sports, recreation at Snowshoe. So it's always fun to see those different opportunities.
Indeed it is. Yes. Amanda Barron is with us today. I will remind you that the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you in part by Bridge Valley. Their Win Academy can provide free college credit in nursing and advanced manufacturing to students while they're still in high school. Visit bridgevalley.edu/Win Academy for more information. Let's go to the phones. Let's talk to our good friend Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. Angie, good morning.
Good morning.
And you're also on with Amanda Barron.
Listen, the name Crescent Roll is just kind of like a dream come true, and he's precious, isn't he?
He looks just like a crescent roll. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Oddly enough, they've said the same thing about me, but go ahead.
Did they? Yeah. No, that's the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Whoa.
Okay, all right.
Well, she went there.
It just was too easy. Angie, what kind of dog is Crescent Roll?
So we're not 100% sure on breed. We're just going to say a large mixed breed because we don't have a single paper stating what he is. But large mixed breed, 100% handsome, 100% sweet. He is such a dapper young little man. What he does when you pass his kennel, he'll sit there laying down with his paws crossed and just kind of head tilting at you. So very handsome. Dapper.
I'm sure when you told us that description last night about how he sits there with his hands folded, he's just a proper gentleman. I thought, what an awesome pet for somebody to have. What kind of family do you think he would be good with?
So he gets along well with other dogs. He goes to play groups at the shelter and has a great time with the dogs in there. So other dogs, kids are great. We're not 100% sure about cats, but he does have a pretty low prey drive, pretty easygoing, slow moving. So likely just about any household these days. But dogs, kids, all that would be great for him.
We're talking with Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association. Angie, he's about 2 years old. You say about 48 pounds. How is he doing health-wise?
So when he first came in, you can look at his intake picture on our website. He was literally pink. So all of our staff were like, oh my gosh, my favorite color of dog, pink. But he was very itchy, missing hair in a lot of spots. Our vet determined it was Demodex mites, which is very treatable and not contagious to humans. And after a week of treatment, which he's well past a week of treatment, it's not contagious to other dogs or pets either. So he's doing much better, less itchy, and we're starting to see less pink and more hair. I know he's like a really pretty, tan or taupe or something, I think.
West Virginia brown dog. That's what a lot of people have referred to as West Virginia brown dogs. What else is going on at the shelter, Angie?
So we're looking for, right now, we're still seeing some staff out with flu A. It's been very difficult for us. So we're trying to get some volunteers in. Right now, we don't have any adoption specials currently. However, St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, so I would assume, you'll see one coming.
and what are you in need of up there? Because I know sometimes you run short on this or that, and there's always certain supplies you can always use. But if you had a wish list right now, what would that be, Angie?
So the most needed things right now, Purina Puppy Chow. We have over 30 puppies in the building and 17 that are sick with parvo. So Purina Puppy Chow is a desperate need right now. Paper towels, bleach, just about any cleaning supply you can think of, from, dishwashing liquid to gloves, all that stuff.
And I understand that we talked about it a little bit last week, and we'll get all the particulars, and we'll talk about it a whole lot more as we get closer. Tuxes and Tails is going to be coming up.
Yes, correct. Tuxes and Tails is coming up. It is the same day as the Kentucky Derby, and the theme is going to be down in Derby as well this year. So, get out your pastels, your florals, and your giant hats for that event.
There is nothing more fun than picking out a fascinating fascinator or big old hat to wear, isn't it, Angie? I know Dave cannot relate to this, but don't you have fun doing that?
Oh, yeah. It's the one time a year that I have a perfect excuse to wear it, too, without any judgment.
I know, right? We should try to normalize that, I think, because
I agree.
Why not? And I also think it's such a fun fundraiser, but also with that Derby connection, it's just enough of a sporting event for some people that it's just enough for the attention span. Don't you think?
Correct. There's lots of stuff to do at Tuxes and Tails, whether you're here for the Derby or you're here to love over all of our puppies that we bring to the event.
Yes.
There's a little bit of something for everyone involved.
Absolutely. Bring out the horse lovers, bring out the animal lovers in general. And you guys just do awesome work, and we're appreciative of that.
And how are the numbers looking up there?
That.
How are the numbers looking right now?
So with our recent intake yesterday, if you didn't see, we took in close to 9 or 10 pugs. And yesterday when I looked, at the beginning of the day, it was about 309 animals, majority of those being puppies and kennel dogs, as always. We're super thankful that cats in our care get adopted very quickly and don't have to stay very long at the shelter.
That's wonderful. It's so good that people are opening their homes and hearts. And, I think everybody has a story about when they found an animal, and you always well, who do I call? Well, a lot of times it's incumbent upon all of us, to take those animals in because you guys have such a load.
Correct. And we are super thankful for the people that do that or can at least hold them until we create space. We have a lot of people that are willing to do that too. Until we can find some room, they're going to keep them for us, we could not be more grateful.
All right, Angie, I know you're busy. We'll let you get back to work. We'll talk again next week. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Hope everyone feels better soon.
Yeah, please.
Me too.
Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association with Crescent Roll, Amanda, this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. Is that a great-looking dog or what?
It's a beautiful dog. It's a beautiful dog and a cute name, too.
Yeah, Crescent Roll. 2 years old, almost 2 years old, 48 pounds, great with kids and other dogs. His adoption is sponsored, meaning that he is absolutely free. She talked about that skin condition. He did have a little bit of a skin condition. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but he had a bit of a skin condition.
Yes.
But they treated him as they said he was pink when he came in. They were able to treat it. He's still being treated. The skin condition is not contagious to humans or to other dogs, and which is very important because he loves other dogs, apparently.
Yes, and he has a very sweet face, and he sits in his kennel with his paws crossed, waiting for someone to come and love on him for sure. Hey, I have an update for you on something.
Okay.
Can I tell you about it real fast?
Yeah, we can go ahead and let Angie go. I'm hearing dogs barking in the background, so just saying.
Who let the dogs out?
Angie, we're done with you. You can go now. Thank you. I didn't realize you were still there. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right.
So when I was on the show a couple weeks ago and you were off, we did a story about the Appalachian Outlaw Trails that are coming to Kanawha County. Hundreds of miles of trails that will be there for off-roading adventure. Last night, Kanawha County Commission gave them $150,000 to continue that adventure. Okay. So we'll keep talking about that one.
I think we still got Angie on the line, producer. Could we? There we go. Okay. Angie's back there washing dishes and doing everything that she's doing back there in the background. But that is great news for the economy here. And actually, I have on the show next Tuesday, I think it is. I've got Kanawha County Commission President Ben Salango on the show, and I'm sure he'll want to talk about that.
Talk more about that. They also did some work when it comes to flood mitigation, and they're going to get people to clean out their culverts. So that's something that we all need to think about because it can help mitigate some of those flooding problems. It's not going to alleviate the flooding problem, but this will be a citation system where they can come and say, hey, you need to get on that. You need to clean that debris out of your culvert. And he said last night at the commission meeting, Commission President Salango, that even he was guilty of that. So he's glad to. Well,
and so that's so much of what we see in West Virginia. I mean, obviously, what happened over the last couple of, on the Valentine's weekend, down in places like Mingo County and McDowell County, that's what you call an act of God. I mean, when you have that much rain. But however, a lot of these problems are furthered because of trash and because of things. And so much like in the community that I am from, they talk about down in Logan County, it's not river flooding. I mean, so the R.D. Bailey Dam pretty much took care of that, the 1970s. It's not that. It's people putting their crap, in the river and in the drains and so on.
And when you think about the leaves that fall and the tree branches that we take down or things like that, that ends up in the creeks and streams. So this is a program that will allow them to go through and, give people a heads up. And the idea here is to be proactive and not reactive, because oftentimes when that water goes down, we stop thinking about the flooding. So a couple of updates though, but the gentlemen were here from Appalachian Outlaw Trails last week. So they're getting ready for a big event this weekend in Point Pleasant. Mothman's Revenge.
Sweet.
I know. It's going to go from Point Pleasant to Seneca Rocks.
All right.
So it's a big weekend for them, for sure.
It is 9:20, the Dave Allen Show and 580 Live, brought to you in part by Fresh Air Filters of Tays Valley. Fresh Air, your trusted filter experts for both your home or business. Call them at 304-440-1104 or visit freshairfilters.us, because everyone deserves fresh air. Text says, dogs are always mentioned on these outings. Do you also take cats out too? And I think what the text is referring to is sometimes they'll go out on location. They'll team up with some of the pet stores in the area. They go to automobile dealerships from time to time. I have seen some cats taken out there, but I'm a cat owner. Cats don't travel as well.
They're not as easy to take in the car.
No. Mine basically, have a. As my grandmother would say, they have a conniption fit. And I have no idea what a conniption fit is, but that's what my grandmother would say. Yeah, because they know our cats never leave the house. So they know if they're in the cage, they are going to the vet.
Yes.
So
and
they
it's
get a little
not
stress.
pleasant to listen to them in the car.
No, it's
not.
It's certainly not. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly, hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. We are going to take a break. When we come back, Jill Guerin from the Dirty Birds is here, plus a little bit later on. We're going to talk about the Wedding Expo, which is happening at the Ruffner coming up tomorrow. We're back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr family businesses live to make life better for you and your family.
Nobody does President's Day like Thornhill. Hey, it's Sydney, inviting you to Thornhill Ford Lincoln on the Thornhill Motor Mile, where you can find the best of the best in presidential savings. We're talking Benjamins. New 24 Ford Escape or Bronco Sport, available up to $6,500 off. 24 F-150 STX, up to $8,000 off. 24 Expedition, up to $14,000 off. You want it, and Thornhill has it. Plus, Thornhill's 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty with your new purchase. Visit us online at thornhillford.net and on the road to total savings, US 119 Chapmanville. Qualify for all offers through Ford Motor Credit. See Thornhill for all details.
When you meet someone for the first time, a beautiful smile is the best first impression. If you desire a beautiful smile, no matter where you are in your dental journey, let Garib Dental Group and their experienced dental professionals help make it a reality. From routine cleanings to complex cosmetic treatment, simple fillings to advanced implant placement, Garib Dental Group is prepared to handle any smile. And with the latest technology conveniently placed at each of their 6 locations, Garib Dental Group is prepared to handle the most complex treatment plans. Visit GaribDentalGroup.com to learn more. We love to see your smile.
922, the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you part by Live Healthy West Virginia, presented by WVU Medicine. Live Healthy tackles pressing health issues like heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and RSV. This podcast, that's what it is, offers insights into medical breakthroughs and preventative care, featuring WVU Medicine's expert physicians aimed at fostering healthier lifestyles and beyond. It's a great resource for all. Check out the latest episodes, WVMetronews.com, under the podcast menu, and start your journey towards better health today. Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline, 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text, 304-935-5008. We're going to talk weddings coming up a little bit later on. Wedding Expo at the Ruffner coming up tomorrow.
Speaking of weddings, there's somebody in our presence right now who recently got married. While the Dirty Birds were playing, like in the championships, Joe Guerin is here. Thanks for being here today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It's nice to see you. Your wedding pictures are beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
It was so wild. I called her to do an interview about the Dirty Birds winning. You guys were having this killer season. And you're like, well, I'm actually getting married tonight. No one has ever said that to me before.
Yep. I was literally in my wedding dress. I think we were getting ready to leave, and I got a text saying, hey, can you do an interview? Normally, yes, but I'm about to go get married.
I couldn't believe, I've had somebody answer a text from me or pick up the phone like while their wife was giving birth when I was calling about a story, which I was very appreciative of that one. So I have a birth and a wedding now, and I'm so honored. We're honored to have you here today. Dirty Birds had such an amazing season. Let's keep riding that wave. You guys are kicking off the season.
Yes,
tomorrow.
We're so excited to keep it going from last year, Southern Division champions of 2024, and our single game tickets go on sale tomorrow. You can buy online, or you can come to the ballpark starting at 12 o'clock. We are going to have a free event just to kind of kick off the season. There's free inflatables on the field as well. You can get 40% off merchandise. We're going to have some concessions open. Dusty will be there, and my husband, who will be playing for the Dirty Birds again this year, will be there for some autographs too.
Actually, should have mentioned that your husband, we have to remember he's a part of this equation as well. That's exciting. You guys have to be so excited for this season coming off such a great year last year.
Definitely. And PJ Phillips is back. He was our manager last year. He's coming back, and, he's building that team right now. We're excited. We've announced a few players already, and hopefully more to come soon.
The ballpark is such an amazing place to go, even if you're not totally into baseball, just to be in the summertime, in the springtime, a chance to get outside, see people that you haven't seen in a while. If somebody's never been, why would you encourage them to come to a game?
It's not just about baseball. It's really about community, and that's something that our owner, Andy Shea, has really tried to emphasize since he's moved here to Charleston, where it's not just a baseball game. You can come here with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, and just enjoy the company of each other.
Absolutely. Okay, so this weekend is not just for like a baseball enthusiast. Also, there's a great reason to bring the kids.
Yep, those free inflatables. Like I said, it's free entry. You can walk into the ballpark for free, go on those inflatables for free. Even if you don't want to come to a baseball game, again, having kids is crazy. You don't know your schedule sometimes in May or June when it's March, right? So if you don't know what games you can go to yet, just come and see what we have new at the stadium. Not just inflatables, also it's free mini golf as well.
I was just reading about that. That's really fun. What can you tell us about the upcoming season? What can people look forward to, or any new food items on the menu? What's the deal?
So our promo schedule was announced earlier this week. You can head over to dirtybirdsbaseball.com to see everything. Every Friday, we will have a giveaway again. Every Saturday is going to be fireworks, so you can still look forward to that. One of my favorite giveaways is going to be on June 27th. We're actually celebrating West Virginia. It's a week after West Virginia's birthday, but we're making it a celebration that day, and we're going to have a blanket that is West Virginia themed.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that. And you can never have enough blankets.
100% can never have enough blankets.
And a blanket at the ballpark is always a good thing on the nights that it gets chilly. But I can imagine in June we'll be okay.
We will.
So this thing tomorrow, have you ever done this, like to have a kickoff celebration like this when you have all these things that are free? And has this ever been done before?
I don't think we have at Go-Mart Ballpark this year. Again, this is only my second year, but off what I've heard, I don't remember it. I think this is the first time. Again, Andy Shea, our owner and CEO, he's all about the community and just inviting people to the ballpark. It's free. Inflatables are free. Mini golf is free. You can get some discounted food and discounted merch as well.
And it's a great opportunity, as Amanda said. And again, we're talking with Joe Guerin from the Dirty Birds. It's a great opportunity for those maybe who haven't been to the ballpark in the past just to get out and walk around, because it truly is a great facility. I mean, whether you're a baseball, and you've been around baseball your entire life, Jill, you know that baseball is different than basketball or football or hockey or any of the other sports. A lot of people go to baseball games that, I know the players don't like to hear this, but sometimes really aren't as bought into it because of the atmosphere that goes around it with the promotions and things of that nature.
Especially at minor league baseball. Let's say you've been to a Pirates game. This is nothing like a Pirates game where we're focusing on these big name players. We're focusing on you, the fans. There's going to be discounts. There's going to be fun games that your kids can be a part of. There's going to be interactive things on the video board, interactive things throughout the concourse. It's really about you as a fan, not so much the baseball team. And
it's a great excuse just to sit outside.
Yeah.
It really is. And watch some enthusiastic people who are in the, exciting time in their baseball career. I think that's fun too, because I love to watch people come up through the ranks.
It's a lot of fun. So, for example, my husband, he's 24. He's still trying to make it to a major league team, so he's early in his career. And then we have other guys, like last year, Kivas Sampson, who played in the major leagues a few years ago, and he's just still playing professional baseball. He'll probably go play in Mexico or maybe in Asia at some point, too. Very, very different areas of their career, but you get to see both of these people playing at the same time.
Just can't get it out of their system sometimes.
Sometimes,
There's nothing wrong with that. And one of the things I like, again, Jill, about minor league baseball, kind of playing off what Amanda said there, is the enthusiasm with the players is so much. Because, I mean, look, I am a huge baseball fan. I love pro sports. But sometimes in all sports, we get this, they're just kind of mailing it in at this point. The guy's got the contract, he's got the, $80 million a year contract. He may not try to run this one out. But these folks that are playing minor league baseball and on this level, I mean, as you said, it's the up and coming guys trying to make the team. Sometimes it's the guys just kind of stick around a little bit. They got a lot more to play for in many, many cases.
Definitely. And I think they're all athletes. They're competitive. They want to win. They do not care if it's their final game ever or their first game ever. They want to win so badly. There's so much emotion for these guys on the field. And I'm excited to see. We have our fan favorite from Edison Suriel. He's been here the last 2 years. He has signed a contract. He's going to be back too. So I'm excited to get things going.
Do you see that the younger players and then the veteran players, is it fun to see those relationships and see who they gravitate towards to maybe find that mentorship?
Definitely. I think you see a lot of, it depends on their background. Whether we have Latin American players, they tend to gravitate towards each other. But as they're learning the English language, you can see them start to go to the veterans so they can learn from them as well.
And you can even watch too. I mean, just by watching, can pick up so much from somebody who you admire in a particular field. So we love listening to you.
Thank you.
And you're so helpful. One of the only ladies to do this.
Yes. In the Atlantic League, I'm the only female. I think in all of minor league baseball, there's maybe 5 of us now, but it ranges every year.
Yes. And it's great to hear a different perspective. And, we're just really excited for the season to get underway.
Especially with the winter that we've had. Everybody wants to get out to the ballpark.
I'm in desperate need of sunshine.
We need a hot dog. We need a beer, some peanuts. And,
Cracker Jacks.
And I don't care if we never go back.
And a 7th inning stretch.
Yes, indeed. Joe Guerin from the Dirty Birds, I appreciate you being here. I I know in addition to this being your job, you're also a huge baseball fan.
Yes.
How is you're a Red Sox fan?
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Red
yeah.
Sox. All right. So how are the Red Sox going to do this season?
I saw MLB graded their offseason as an A-, I think. So we'll see how that is. I know I have a friend who works in their AA team in their minor league system, and they have some great prospects coming in. So I'm excited to see. Plus, Alex Bregman is with the Red Sox, so that's got to be fun.
Well, and the Reds may very well have the league MVP this year. I'm calling it Ellie De La Cruz, and may still finish in last place. So I'm
they
hoping
have a great
hoping that
coach,
doesn't
though.
happen.
Great manager, I should say, in Terry Francona.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that.
As a Guardians fan, I was
going to give you your
happy
opportunity.
for you too.
Talk about the Cleveland thing this season. You're excited too, right?
Always excited.
Hope springs
It's not
eternal.
football season.
Hope springs eternal in Cleveland. Joe Guerin, I appreciate you being here. Let's kind of recap again what's going on tomorrow at the ballpark.
Yep, tomorrow, 12 o'clock, gates open. You can come buy single game tickets in person or online, but the free event is from 12 to 6. We will have giveaways, free inflatables, free mini golf, discounted merch, and discounted food.
And again,
Awesome.
It's all free except for if you want the food, it's discounted and the merch is discounted. But if you just want to bring the kids out and you want to walk around the ballpark and you want to get on the inflatables, all that's absolutely free of charge.
100%.
All right. Jill, appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, presented in part by Husson's Pizza. This month, get a large 18-inch pepperoni pizza and a pepperoni calzone for $21.99. Eat in, pick up, or get delivery. Find your closest Husson's at HussonsPizza.com. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Vitaylor text 304-935-5008. We are headed to the chapel, Amanda, not Chapel Fisher that works here at KWS, but we're going to talk about weddings.
We're going back in time too. This is very cool.
It's very cool.
If you like Charleston and you like history, this one is for you.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that with some folks from the Ruffner here momentarily about their wedding expo, which is happening tomorrow. And then Amanda and I will get into some other stuff coming up a little bit later on in the show as well. Back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
By the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses want to thank you for supporting local small businesses.
Banking is not just about numbers. It's about people. Are you connected? Without a community bank, your financial journey might feel lonely. And who will you turn to when life gets complicated? From checking accounts to loans, Poca Valley Bank has you covered. We are here to support you with personalized service and genuine care across our 8 locations. Poca Valley Bank, your community bank where relationships matter. Visit PocaValleyBank.com for more information. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Jarrett Construction is celebrating its 25th year in business, proudly serving the West Virginia community. They extend heartfelt thanks to their clients for their trust and support over the years. From schools and hospitals to car dealerships and apartments, Jarrett Construction has been dedicated to building quality projects that make a difference. Their commitment to excellence in the community remains unwavering. For all your construction needs, choose Jarrett Construction, where your vision becomes their mission. Visit jarrett-construction.com. Thank you for making their 25 years successful and impactful.
The new year is here, and it's time for a new beginning in a new ride. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is standing by to help you start the new year right with a new 4-wheel drive just in time for the winter weather. Gene and Ryan have marked down their new inventory, and you've got to take advantage of these great deals. Check this out. New Ram 2500 Heavy Duty with up to $12,000 off MSRP while supplies last. If you don't want to get stuck in the snow this winter, you need to check out a new Jeep Wrangler and save up to $8,000 off MSRP. And if you're looking for a bargain, you've got to check out the new Jeep Compass with prices starting at under $30,000. Now, if you can't find the 4x4 that you're looking for on the new lot, then it's probably over on the pre-owned lot, and all of that inventory is marked down too. Walker's got something for everyone this winter, so don't wait. Take that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
25 minutes away from 10. Biggly, Piggly Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Vitaylor text 304-935-5008. The Dave Allen Show and 580 Live brought to you part by Pinnacle Consultants. Poor indoor air quality can cause a variety of health issues like allergies, respiratory problems, and more. Pinnacle offers specialized indoor air quality services for residential, commercial, and industrial type settings. Visit pinnaclecorp.net because what you don't know can hurt you.
It can.
It can.
All right.
Hurt you real bad.
It can. Let's talk about weddings.
Oh, let's.
I know you love to talk about weddings.
Hey, happily married. I got my wedding taken care of 33 years ago. It'd be 33.
She is a saint.
33. Yes, she is.
She absolutely is a saint. But this is a really cool opportunity to kind of explore Charleston, explore some opportunities, and hear from some really cool ladies who've teamed up together to put a historic home back on the market.
Oh, gosh.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And you are?
We are Maria Belcher.
I was going to say, did you have to look at each other to see who you are?
Well, to queue up to see who's going to talk, right?
I got you.
These girls are professionals. You guys, tell us about the Ruffner. The Ruffner is a historic home in Charleston.
It is.
You guys walked in and you're like, we have to have it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, basically.
We're crazy. But we bought the Ruffner, what is now known as the Ruffner. It's really a gem of a historic home on the east end of Charleston, 1500 Kanawha Boulevard East, and have turned it into something that we felt like Charleston really just needed and wanted. So it is a historic venue, but it also has bespoke lodging opportunities too. We host a variety of events.
I know you just had one for Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah,
How did that go?
Valentine's party. It was a blast. Oh, it was beautiful.
A beautiful play. It's a beautiful location. It's located on Kanawha Boulevard, as you just mentioned, and the homes along Kanawha Boulevard are absolutely stunning. You guys have been able to go into this home and make it something even more special. Talk about what people can find if they decide to maybe have a wedding there, or if they decide to, stay there for a getaway or have a retirement party or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I think, the Ruffner is unique because it has so many different possibilities. We can host your wedding shower. We can host your wedding brunch. Your wedding party can stay there throughout the duration. So even if you're not getting married directly at the Ruffner, we would love to host your family and your guests and your bridal party. In terms of just other events, we can host retirement parties, baby showers, wedding showers, birthday parties. We've already done it all. So we're excited to host people there.
This weekend is a chance for people to see the Ruffner in a different way, maybe learn some things about their wedding or what they might want to do. Tell us about the Wedding Expo this weekend.
Yeah, we have our Wedding Expo. Our showcase is Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m., where you can come in and really take a look at what the Ruffner has to offer. You can chat with Nikki and I about event coordination services, things that we can provide for you, and how the space can work best for you. But we also have an amazing team of vendors that are joining us too. You can come and enter to win a free night stay, and a lot of these vendors are also doing specials too.
Yeah. If we can, we'd like to make note of some of the vendors because they're all very well known here in the Charleston area. So we do have DJ Quartz, DJ EJ, Mountain State Flower Farm, 1010 Bridge. We have the Oberports Photography, Lauren Love Photography, 218 Bridal, Tony the Tailor, and we have Letty and Raven doing hair and makeup.
Oh, how fun. So it's a really awesome time to get some one-on-one time with these vendors who can make your day extra special. See this space. Can you guys give us a little history about this home?
Sure. So
your eyes just lit up.
Oh gosh, I know. We're history nerds, and how can you not be with such a beautiful?
Keep in
property?
mind the show ends at 10. Okay, just keep in mind.
I'll keep it brief. We're actually the fourth owners of the property. The home was originally commissioned by Judge Walter Hall and Cyrus Hall and his wife, Myrtle.
You weren't going to say and his wife, Walter, were you? I mean,
no.
that would sound kind of weird. But
no, the architect was Walter Martins.
I got you.
So he's the same architect that designed the Women's Club, the Governor's Mansion, and a couple other notable structures, not just in Charleston, but in the state of West Virginia. It's a Georgian colonial style home. And after the Halls left the home, it was the Dean Lewis law firm for a while. A lot of folks know the property from being in it when the law firm was in it. And then the Frame family owned it, and now us. So we're just the fourth owners of this really beautiful property.
I think we see those homes along the boulevard. And you're like, gosh, I'd really love to go in there and just see, what it looks like. And
this is a great opportunity to do it on Sunday, to come and get nosy and see all the things that we can do for you.
Between 1 and 4 at the Ruffner. It's
Yes.
the 1500 block of Kanawha Boulevard.
Yes, right on the corner
of Kanawha Boulevard East, I should say. I know somebody who has some of the pieces that you guys have acquired to put into the home, and I think it's been really neat for people to see that you guys have worked hard to make it historical in more ways than just the actual structure.
We've had a lot of fun sourcing the furniture and art, not just from other historic homes in Charleston, but at other estate sales and vintage shops, because we wanted to get a little funky with it, but still pay homage to the historic integrity of the house and of the region.
What can people do if they stay there for the night? What kinds of things? I think there was like a card room or something like that. I remember seeing.
Yeah.
I know. Tell us a little bit about that.
We have a hidden room on the third floor, which is now a game room. So if you're having family or a girls' night or a guys' night, it's a fun place to hang out.
Absolutely, and it's just a cool place. You had the Galentine's event. Are you looking forward to more?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We, Nikki and I are really excited to create events that people can come and enjoy themselves, not just as renters, but as guests. Things like big Easter brunches, murder mystery dinners, all kinds of fun things.
I bet you guys
around
are just
the corner for the Ruffner.
You probably are every day like texting each other like, here's another idea. Here's another idea.
And this is something that is very popular. It's gotten very popular across the country. And I'm sure that you have drawn ideas from other folks that are doing similar things. And one of the great things about this is here in Charleston, it's the building that has that history. But these things that you're doing, you don't normally see in a town or city the size of Charleston. You see them in the much larger cities, and you're doing it right here.
Oh, thank you. That's why we're doing it.
We love Charleston. We want to make it better.
Well, Nikki and Maria with the Ruffner House, the expo is this weekend. Is there any charge to come to that?
Free admission. And you can also enter to win for a free night stay at the Ruffner when you come and join us on Sunday too.
Love it.
All right, sounds good. We appreciate you being here. Give us the details again, the time. Just go ahead and go. And is there a place online where people can on your Facebook or whatever?
Yes, yeah. Check us out on Facebook. We do have an event page for the Wedding Expo that we're hosting. It is this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Again, admission is free. All right.
Nikki and Maria, we appreciate you being here. We wish you the best of luck, and keep an eye on Tony the tailor. Okay, if you can, just kind of keep an eye on my boy there, because if you got valuables, they might disappear. I'm just saying it's Tony. It's Paranzino, man. It's what he does. All right, now Tony.
Thank you so much for having us.
Tony's my boy, and Tony's got a big trunk show happening. I got to talk to him about that. We'll be talking about that next week. I appreciate you guys being here.
Have fun this weekend.
Thank you.
Enjoy. And who cleans that place, by the way?
While you're looking at it.
Oh, okay. All right. I know how that goes.
Manager/cleaning crew.
Other duties as assigned.
Small business.
Indeed. We wish you the best of luck. Thanks for being here. It's 9:43. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. We'll take the break a little bit early. Back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Are you looking for a technical job in the medical field? Generations is growing and looking to add on job-trained physical therapy techs to our rehab team. To apply, visit one of our 7 convenient locations or simply click on us at generationspt.com.
Are missing teeth affecting your confidence and quality of life? Dental implants may be the right option for you. Let Garib Dental Group, with their skilled team of doctors at 6 locations, be your trusted source for dental implants. With dental implants from Garib Dental Group, you can eat, speak, and laugh with confidence. Dental implants can change someone's life for the better. Visit GaribDentalGroup.com to find out more and take the first steps towards a healthier, happier smile. And at Garib Dental Group, like always, we'd love to see your...
Trading in your business fleet or personal vehicle for a new one? Donate your used vehicle to Good News Mountaineer Garage and get the best tax deduction possible and the satisfaction of knowing your donation changed the life of someone in need. Good News Mountaineer Garage repairs donated vehicles and provides them to qualified West Virginia families, giving them access to employment, safe, affordable housing, health care, and other vital necessities, and putting them on the road to economic independence. Call 1-866-GIVE-CAR today for Good News Mountaineer Garage. 866-GIVE-CAR.
A 6-letter word for an app where you can easily find and book an in-person or virtual appointment with the perfect doctor by searching specialty and insurance and reading real reviews from real patients.
It's ZocDoc, obviously.
Genius. How'd you know that?
How do you think I found an amazing therapist, dentist, and primary care doc?
Can't believe I didn't know this was an option sooner.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
This is Jim Strong from Monticola Security. Risk mitigation, asset protection, employee safety, compliance, emergency response, peace of mind, and more. Monticola Security. Whatever, wherever, whoever needs protection. That is their passion. Serving the tri-state area. Being safe and secure is not a product, it's a process, a sense of peace. Contact Monticola at monticolasecurity.com or give them a call, 304-595-1500.
Older adults should protect themselves against severe respiratory disease. Talk to your doctor about flu, COVID-19, and RSV vaccines. Risk less, do more. Get started at vaccines.gov, paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Taylor text 304-935-5008. I got some information here texted to me by a friend that asked me to throw this out. By the way, Amanda Barron is here today. Plug, the last chance to sign up to play for Mountaineer Little League is tomorrow between 9:30 and 1 at the Fields, 1239 Sandplant Road in South Charleston. For more, visit MountaineerLittleLeagueWV.com. My buddy Scott texted me that, so I thought I'd just throw that out there again. Mountaineer Little League, last chance to sign up is tomorrow, 9:30 to 1, 1239 Sandplant Road, South Charleston. Visit MountaineerLittleLeagueWV.com. There you go.
'Tis the season.
To Mr. Scott Pauley.
Get the kids signed up.
Get you taken care of. Amanda Barron is here with us. Coming up on Monday's show, the girls' state basketball tournament gets underway Tuesday at the Coliseum Convention Center. We'll talk to the voice of high school sports in West Virginia, Fred Persinger, about that. Plus, Republican guru Tony Hodge will be stopping by, and we'll spend a little time talking about the upcoming West Virginia Chamber of Commerce Women's Leadership Summit. Kaylin George and Kathy Thomas from the Chamber will join us to talk about that. Plus, your calls and text are welcome, too. So I do want to throw this out there, and Amanda and I will entertain your phone calls or text or whatever it is you want to talk about. I kind of teased a little bit about something on social media, saying that there would be a announcement coming up today, but it's on the Twitter machine and also on the Facebook, as my buddy Tommy would say. And so there is going to be an announcement made about programming coming up at 10:15, 10:20-ish or so. I might just stick around for that. I think, and Amanda, if you're available, I'd like for you to stick around for that as well.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that.
I think that'll be kind of cool. I hope the folks like what the announcement is. It's
lots of exciting things.
A lot of exciting things going on up in here.
Want to hear something else exciting?
What's that?
Want to talk about some news today?
Yeah.
New River Gorge saw record attendance in 2024. That's pretty cool when you think about all the people that are coming through the region. And we talk about this Upper Kanawha Valley Gateway project that they're doing, that they want to create an atmosphere that's really welcoming as people head to the New River Gorge. So it's, there were some things that came out of COVID that were really tough, but the Park Service says that they saw a spike in attendance during the pandemic. That's when people got outside, started to enjoy. So we're learning more about that today.
The text here says, Dave, congratulations on your retirement. I'm not retiring. Trust me, I'm going to die behind this microphone. And I frequently die behind the microphone every day anyway. No, I'm not retiring. I promise you that. I plan on being carried out of here. That's, my retirement plan is to die on the microphone.
Headphones on.
With headphones on. And little else. I told somebody, the other day, I told Leah upstairs that I was going to have a, on-air light on my casket. And when the service is over, click.
And just do it that way.
It goes off.
The light goes off.
What is the date? The name is 7th. Next Thursday will be my 37th year of this. 37 years.
Probably doesn't feel that long, does it?
37 years of. I started playing 45 records on WLOG radio in Logan, which no longer exists. So 37 years, a long time. But no, I have zero plans to ever retire.
And I think it's so cool. You've seen a lot change too.
Yes.
Well,
yes, I have, Amanda.
We all have.
Back,
in the
back
business,
in my day.
In a business that is forever changing, you have been a constant. So that's fun.
It sounds like you're writing my retirement speech already. I am not retiring.
You can hire me for that later on.
I am not retiring at all. So the Time change. Let me ask you your opinion. We do the whole spring forward thing. And by the way, if somebody would like to text us with their thoughts on the time change, I kind of like to keep it a little lighter on Fridays if I can. You want to text us or call us on what you think about the time change. Biggly, Piggly, Wiggly hotline 304-345-5858. I have a text line courtesy of Tony the Tailor 304-935-5008. Your take on the whole time change thing.
I think it's great because we all need a little more sunlight. We all need a little more time to get outside and enjoy. And I think this provides that opportunity. It also means that warmer weather is around the corner, which I think is a good mental shift for a lot of people. Now, if you're somebody who has to go to bed early because you have to wake up super early, this is not the time of year for you. That's
that
very
was
difficult.
Me for I did morning radio for 20 years in Logan, and then I did it for about a year at another station here in the market. And I got up at 3 a.m. usually every morning, and so it didn't matter to me. And I was talking to my wife about this last night. I said it didn't matter to me one way or the other because I got up at 3 a.m. and I was usually asleep before it was dark. So it didn't. And even now that I don't do morning radio anymore, I'm still a morning person. I'm still up by 5 every morning anyway.
But for people who do that overnight work, it can be really.
I guess it can be because for me, I just don't care one way or the other. And I was watching a big debate about it on television this morning, and people were going back and forth. It's like I just don't care. I just roll with it, man.
I enjoy the time change, like I enjoy the change of seasons. I think it's been really cool. We've had 4 seasons this year. We did not have that in the years past. So I have enjoyed the snow. I am not the one doing the removal, so that probably is part of that. But I think when you are, when you can kind of just enjoy different seasons, different phases, just makes life a little more interesting.
It does indeed.
Yeah, it does.
The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live brought to you in part by Snap Fitness. Snap offers a wide array of professional wellness services, customized personal training, licensed recovery experts, and a staff of dietitians. They have 5 convenient locations: Charleston, Hurricane, Winfield, Barbersville, and Milton. Text says, time to transition to your Johnny Carson era and let Amanda be the guest host once a week. She does great work filling in for you. I think it's very interesting that we use the term filling in for me when you talk about somebody who's won like Emmys and you've won all these, well, you should have.
Thank you.
Heisman trophies,
It's my Heisman trophy I'm most proud of.
Tony Awards and things of that nature that the idea of you filling in for me, I just think that's kind of funny because even though I've been doing this a lot longer than you have, you're a lot more awarded than what I am.
Well, the awards are nice, but the work is the fun part. And it's fun to get to share people's stories and, kind of make sense of news in a crazy world. That's, our job to boil it down to a couple of sentences that make people's lives better, more informed, easier, safer, all those different things. So it's neat. It's an honor and a privilege, no doubt about that.
And something that has always interested me, and I see these memes floating around social media from time to time where people will say something to the effect of, why does the news, and I say television, radio could be the same, but because you are, as Rob Reel would say, you are, radio with pictures. Why is it that, and this is not me talking, this is other people, they'll say, whenever there is a tragedy, not necessarily in Charleston, but wherever, why do they always interview like the worst possible people and put them on the air? That's a question I know you have gotten. And you're going on TV, Grandma, I'll put the bra on, that kind of a thing. But in my experience and things like that is sometimes that's the people that want to talk.
I think that it's awesome that there's anyone.
I love putting her on the spot.
Anybody who will get on television and share their story with us, to me, is an amazing human being because it takes a lot of confidence, a lot of courage, and to just get on TV and share your opinion. Sometimes sharing your opinion like that in a tough situation can be isolating. And there are people who are willing to get on television and say what they think, say how they feel. And I'm always really, really grateful for anyone who will step up in that way because we can't do our job without people who will share their story. There are people who call the newsroom and say, you should do a story on this. Great. Will you talk about it with us on camera? Well, no. That's very difficult for us to be able to do a story. And I got to be honest with you, people care when they hear from people who they can relate to.
Who are like them.
And so we all need to, just be grateful that there are people who are are willing to put themselves out there in a way that is not always easy. And so I'm totally grateful for those opportunities.
Let me knock out some text here. Text says, keep it lit up at night. However, I still want one night a year that I can sleep an hour longer, says a texter.
I want that too, no matter the season.
Text says, Dave, Florida guy. This is a person who texts the show on a regular basis with West Virginia connections who lives in Florida. It's amazing all the whiners about daylight savings time. It's gone on for 100 years. I guess they get mad because they can't get drunk at the bars by losing an hour of drinking time. You just have to start earlier. Text says, you mean Amanda isn't going to be the new host of the show? No offense, Dave, love you, but it's Amanda Barron after all. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere.
Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. Now, I think the only thing we have to remember is to turn the clock. Go spring forward. We spring forward this weekend. I always get confused about that. You got to think about that. Yeah. Spencer said yesterday on the air, he said, now you've got to spring your clocks forward if you don't want to be late. And I said, I'm not sure that ever matters for some people.
Tex says, why does the ballpark do these type of activities when it's still cold, damp, rainy, and just dreary outside? It's supposed to rain tomorrow, not get above 50. Kids will get sick. Well, the problem with that is that they have to schedule these things like 6 months in advance because they have to get the inflatables there. And with when you are scheduling March or April, much like November, you could get a variety of things. I saw some of your guys' footage of a major snowstorm that happened on this date or maybe yesterday in 2015. So you just never know. Well, I understand what they're saying, but you just never know when you're scheduling things.
You never know. And you got to get the season started when the season's got to start.
Yeah. Text says, use common sense, put daylight savings time on a ballot because the legislature can't do common sense. Text says, I'm older, so I can say this. Over the years, we've had several local TV news people that have connected with the community. Amanda is one of the best ever.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind.
I think it's amazing that you're texting that from across the table.
I know.
I think that's amazing.
I do have an ability to multitask.
That's his go-to. Don't let him do that. He tries that with me, too.
I do it every time. TJ Meadows is here. A little preview of Talk On. Have you met Amanda Barron?
I have met Amanda Barron, and it's great to see Amanda here in the studio. It's,
it's always great to see him. Nobody ever says, hey, it's great to see Dave in the studio.
Let's back it up here. What's going on at the Capitol today?
Well, before we do that, can we just set the time so that it's dark in the morning and as much light in the evening as possible, and I'll be happy. That's my 2 cents.
Says the man with 3 children.
Says the man with 3 children. Exactly. So Anyway, well, today on the show, so coming up at 11:06, we have Chris Steyerwalt. We'll get back to national politics in Washington, D.C. Hoppy Kercheval joins us at 10:30. His latest commentary up on that bill that basically would set guardrails about what teachers have to tell to parents. So you can't have gender discussions with students and not disclose those to the parents. Hoppy opines on that. We'll talk with him at 10:30. At 10:20, we have these 2 characters, one named Dave Allen, one named Amanda Barron, going to be on my show today. I'm not sure what's going on. I guess you all will tell me at 10:20.
Yeah, there's an announcement. We'll put it that way.
Okay, kind of a big deal. And then we'll kick off the show today with Brad McElhaney at 10:06. He'll bring us up to speed on what is happening at the Capitol today, recap yesterday, and we'll go from there. And steam release at 11:30. That's always fun.
Steam release is a great day. One of those bills that they're talking about is about arming teachers, and there was some testimony yesterday from one of the lawmakers about how in some cases, law enforcement is actually, several minutes away. I think this particular lawmaker said an hour can be up to an hour for a response time. So that's one of the bills that is moving through. And I know there's a similar law in Ohio. We've reported on that at WWK. So it's an interesting debate to have in this day and time.
Yeah, I think the big thing will come down to the guardrails on that bill, because some people, I think that's a good idea, potentially. I don't know if it's a good idea for everybody. So
it's a great debate that they're having, for sure.
And we need to iron that out. Yeah. So,
and it's coming up at 10:06. Tex said, I love this one, Amanda. Who's the girl on the show this morning? I love that. Let me see. We'll close with this. Tex says, enjoy hearing Amanda on the show. It's a good fit.
That's very nice. Thank you all for listening.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just letting you know I'm not going anywhere.
I heard you were retiring.
I'm not retiring.
Oh, okay.
I'm not retiring. Even though I'm the oldest person in this room, I'm not retiring.
I was trying to get a scoop.
Not going anywhere. You'll get your scoop coming up about 10:15 or 10:20 or so on Talkline. How's that?
Awesome.
Coming up on Monday's show, Caitlin George and Kathy Thomas from the West Virginia Chamber of Commerce, Fred Persinger and Tony Hodge. Download the WVRC Media app and the Metro News Television app for Amanda Barron. I'll see you in about 30 minutes or so, 45. Till then, have fun. I love somebody. I can't do math.
WCHS AM 96.5 FM Charleston.